Hi, welcome to another VITA Learning video. I'm Jim McGuire, and today we're going to go over the Smart.Fire and how to use the file manager to copy paste additional desktop screens and materials to your screen, to your VPad. Now, when you initially set up your programs, you had an opportunity to add in additional what we call desktop screens that contain materials. Here you can see I've added VITA blocks, Lumex AC, and then I've also added an additional new screen as well. Let's say that I want to go back as I did in the beginning and now select some additional materials that are default pre-programmed into the Smart.Fire VPad. You can do this by going to the file manager, the manila envelope, and here you can see USB 1, USB 2, SD for a card. You can have the desktop. These are, if you touch on it, these are the current desktops you would have in your VPad. You can back arrow, bring it back to the main page. You have a VITA folder. So let's say that I want to add in additional material into my desktop screens. This is where you're going to copy from on the left side, and you're going to move and paste onto the right side. So from the VITA folder, by clicking on it, I access all the various materials that are defaulted, pre-programmed into the VPad. I am going to go to my desktops, and you can see here these are the desktops that I have. I'm going to add VM9 by long touching the VM9 tab, highlighting it, and let's say I want VM9 and VM11, and I'm going to copy and paste them onto my desktop. So once you've highlighted on the left hand side, you're going to move over to the right hand side. You do this by touching the file manager copy and paste button. They will now copy and paste onto my desktops as new desktop screens. So depending on the material you're copying and pasting, it may take a few seconds. But now you can see that I have added VM9 and VM11 onto my desktop screens. They're now available. You can do this for any of the other materials. We have a tab here, a file that contains other non-VITA materials. Let's say that I need to add some additional non-VITA materials onto my desktops. You just highlight them. Once they're highlighted, they're active. I want to put it into my desktops. I can then transfer them over. Now, what if I want an individual program? You can do this by, let's say that I have this nice. Okay, I want to transfer this individual tab into one of my desktops. And I have a desktop that's called New Screen that I've created earlier. By touching the new screen, the desktop, it brings me into the symbols that are equal to this one on the left side. So as long as these symbols match, you can transfer them over. So I'm going to highlight this particular firing program, and then I'm going to transfer into here. So you'll see, just like the desktop screens, by touching the copy and paste tab, it will now copy this and paste it into this desktop. Thank you again for joining us on this VITA learning video.